We are live. We are live on the internet. We are live on the internet. What is up, internet? I hope you're doing okay today. I did the Hot Ones challenge last night, hosted by Roy McGrath and Constantine Alexander. Which Hot Ones is a show where this guy, they interview celebrities and they eat chicken wings that slowly get. It's 10 wings. Each one gets progressively spicier. So we had, I don't know, 30 plus musicians doing the Hot Ones challenge last night, where we were eating the chicken wings that were getting spicier and spicier. And then we did a jam session. There were a ton of musicians in the room, probably like 70 people there. It was really, really fun. And yeah, I will be okay, but I have been struggling. I've had some time in the bathroom that was a little uncomfortable. And this was hilarious. Roy had us, for the last song of the night, everybody up on stage ate a jalapeno, and then the band played Cherokee super, super fast. I ate the jalapeno. I think I played piano for half a chorus, and then I had to go get somewhere else. But I'm calling this one The Problem with Jazz because of something I've been thinking about for a while, and last night really helped crystallize it for me, where the problem with jazz, and I talked to Roy about this, is a lot of jazz musicians, the only emotion they want to evoke, or they allow to evoke through the music, is like this intense seriousness. This, we're playing jazz, it's sophisticated, it's the high art of America. And I think that is missing the point. And to me, jazz has a lot of potential to be funny that people just miss out on, and a lot of potential to get the audience involved and have that be funny. And so many jazz musicians don't consider themselves entertainers, really. They're not looking to entertain. They're looking to like make the changes as best they can. They're looking to play 16th notes to be flashy, to like, play melodies through the changes. Music is supposed to be fun. Yes, Joe, what's up, bro? Exactly. And I think a lot of jazz musicians miss that, and they're trying so hard to make it serious. And like, I don't know, we were playing a tune last night, and it was like a million people of all ability levels, so the music was kind of all over the place. But like, I took a solo, and I got done, and like people cheered. And I mean, if you know me, you know I cheer for myself. Part of that cheering for myself is just this like, why is it so serious? I wiggled my fingers and made sound. Like, let's laugh. Like, why is this so serious? And like, I just love that Roy had us eat spicy wings, and then play jazz, and eat peppers and play jazz. And I was dying in the back of the room from a spicy pepper, while Roy was dying on stage he ate a spicy pepper and then was trying to play jazz on saxophone. And it was funny, and it was fun, and it was engaging, and it was human, and it's in the moment. And yeah, Joe, music is supposed to be fun. That's stream over. That's all you got to say right there. I think that a lot of jazz musicians miss that. I don't think music school does a good job of facilitating that. Shout out to my boy, Zach Jones, who's head of jazz studies at Capital University now. He told me that his goal with teaching his students at school is he just wants them to, 1, love music, and 2, not be afraid of improvising. And that's so beautiful, because I don't think that was the experience I got from the educators when I was in college. I got this, jazz is a serious art form, and there's a lineage, and you have to try to play like Charlie Parker and John Coltrane. And if you don't sound like them, you suck. And also, you'll never sound like them, and they're the greats, and you'll never achieve what they are, and you'll never be John Coltrane. And it's just like, yeah, I'll never be John Coltrane. I'm Danny fucking Bauer. I'm going to be Danny Bauer, who's weird and funny and spontaneous and out there. And I would rather do that than try to like be in this serious persona. And I think jazz musicians, I just see themselves not doing themselves any favors by trying to make jazz so serious. Guess what? Life is really serious for a lot of people, and people go to music to be released from that serious. They go to music for a reprieve, to step away from the seriousness of life. People get stressed about their jobs, their families, their relationships, their financial situation, their physical health, their mental health. And jazz musicians show up and say, we're going to play this song from 1963 and it's serious. It's like, no, it's not serious. You're wiggling your fingers to make air move at different frequencies. It's the opposite of serious. And music is the most magical force in the world. Music is really, really powerful. I'm not saying it's not powerful. I'm not saying it's not the most amazing thing. I'm saying that by taking it so seriously, you're actually diminishing the power that the music can have. Roy got 80 musicians in a room to jam last night by setting up a hot wing eating challenge. It was so beautiful. Shout outs to Roy, and Constantine. But just like it was like, yeah, we're gonna eat hot wings. People are gonna be at different levels to tolerate the spice. It's gonna be kind of crazy, and then we're gonna play music, and people are here of all ability levels, and it's just about having fun. And that's like honestly my safety squad MO. I'm seeing that the more fun I have with Safety Squad, the more fun other people have. And it's not about like labeling us as a comedy band or a fusion band or a jazz band or whatever. It's about getting up on stage and having as much fun as possible. And when I have as much fun as possible, when Neil has as much fun as possible, Joe, that's hilarious. What do you mean? Do you do like crazy strains or whatever? See how hard you can go? That's really funny. Yeah, like Safety Squad's playing at a live one tonight, and I think Safety Squad is doing something really magical. Hell yeah, Joe. Never change, bro. Never change. But with the Safety Squad show tonight, we're not going to do chicken wings and stuff, but like Neil and I are probably going to fight each other. We're going to tell jokes. I love in Safety Squad when we play a song and like we get to the last chord and then we all just start like screaming or singing or playing chaos, just like it doesn't have to be serious. And even like something like my song Bear Fight is like definitely like a driving song. And it's like in a minor key, it's in 7. It's like got all of the ingredients to be this is serious jazz. But we do it, and if we tell jokes in the middle of it and scream in the middle of it and like just focus on having fun rather than like this is high art and we're better than you because we're playing in 7. Like I just don't care for that. And I see this is all with love, jazz musicians. I see you guys not doing yourselves any favors. I see you guys actively making it not desirable for people to show up and see you play. My buddy Matheson from Columbus and I, for years, we would always say our favorite thing people said when they saw us play was, you guys look like you're having so much fun. Because it's infectious to have fun. If you look like you're having fun, other people will realize they have permission to have fun too. And yeah, it's we're all gonna die, so just like have fun, and like it doesn't matter how cool, how slick your patterns you can play. Like focus on having fun and connecting. And when I focus on having fun, the room elevates in a big way. So yeah, my contentious title's getting a lot of people here on the stream. The problem with jazz. Whoa. But yeah, that's where my head's at. I would love to hear some thoughts on that. I think I see jazz musicians not considering themselves entertainers. I mean, not even necessarily like actively like not like I'm not an entertainer, but I just don't think jazz musicians as a whole have taken the time and energy to say, oh, I'm in the entertainment industry. What can I do that's entertaining? I was talking about like fighting Neil on a Safety Squad gig or like cracking eggs on my head or doing something. And a jazz musician friend was like, that's gimmicky. Like you don't want to have a gimmick. And I was like, oh no, a gimmick? An entertainer has a gimmick? No. And it's like, why would it be so bad to have a gimmick? Like I would rather like, it's fun and funny to fight Neil during a drum solo. It's fun and funny to yell, to take my shirt. Oh, it was about taking our shirts off. He was like, you don't want that to be a gimmick. It's like, why not? Like, why not have people like when we took our shirts off at the Safety Squad show in February, people talked about that for like 6 weeks afterward. I would see people and they'd be like, I'd see people I barely knew and they'd be like, oh yeah, you did that legendary show where everybody took their shirts off, right? And people remembered that. People don't really remember, like, oh, you played that C on the B7 flat 9 and held it out. Like, they don't remember that really. They remember the stuff that made you feel big feelings. And like watching a band stop the song to all take their shirts off is something that's memorable, you know? If I crack an egg on my head, that's memorable. Fighting Neil, like that was also another thing. Like when I fought Neil at the last Alive One show, like that was the highlight of the show for a lot of people. It was surreal and fun and crazy and wacky and weird. And a little bit of that goes a long way. I think jazz musicians are so creative, but narrow their creativity down into one thing. It's like, I'm only creative with eighth notes in a 12-tone arrangement on a grid. It's like, yeah, screw that. Like, I mean, no, don't not screw that. And like, I love that too. And I've explored that lens of creativity a lot. And I'm grateful for the skills I've gotten from it. And there's ways to reach people deeper, like by doing your own thing. And also, you don't have to be a goofball to play jazz. Like, I know I'm a goofball. I know like that's something that comes naturally to me. And some people maybe do slant a little more pensive, slant a little more serious. I just want to implore jazz musicians to like recognize that they're not doing themselves any favors. I believe you're not doing yourself any favors by like being pompous and full of yourself about how jazz is high art, and being pompous and full of yourself about like how the music from the 60s was great and people who don't agree with you on that are wrong. Like, I think I think jazz musicians would serve themselves and the audiences better by focusing on connecting through alleviating seriousness. I'll go back to that. Most people's lives are serious. Most people have to deal with serious shit in their lives. People deal with hard things, their jobs, their relationships, whatever. And when jazz musicians are like, this is serious, like they're like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to listen to something that takes me out of the hardships of life. Yeah, I think that's about that there. I'd love to hear some thoughts from people. I know this is a hot take, and maybe it's not actually as hot as I'm saying it. But I just, it's something I'm seeing lacking in a lot of instrumental music is a focus on fun. So if you want to listen to music that's a focus on fun, that is will get you away from the banalities of your life and show you that it's fun is okay, and authenticity and friendship and vulnerability is a way to really impact people, come out to a live one tonight. The band is so stacked. You really don't want to miss it. TJ Thompson on drums, Tim Sicer on bass, Chris Siebold on guitar, Neil Carson on saxophone, and yours truly on keys, vocals, and jokes. We're playing roughly 9 to midnight. I would love to see you there. Have a good one, guys.